Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. Currently the end of May here, beautiful end of spring day here in Buffalo, New York. Currently about 85 degrees, May 30th. And this is our air conditioner. It's a Trane XR13. We installed this back in 2007. So this thing's coming up on just about 16 years old. And it's been great. Haven't had any problems with it, no issues, anything like that. But with the solar panels we have now, not that that really matters, but I'm trying to conserve as much energy as we possibly can. The solar panels are coming up in a whole another series of videos that I'm currently editing, so stay tuned for those. But one of the things I've always wanted to address with this air conditioner is it's super loud when it starts and it uses a lot of power. You'll notice when it kicks on, you know, in the living room, the lights will dim a little bit and, you know, you can hear it. My daughter's bedroom's up here and, you know, when that initial doom, when that thing kicks on, you can really hear it. So I was online doing some research and I came across this EasyStart kit. It's a soft starter by a company called Micro Air, and it really sold me on what it'll do. So this is supposed to basically soft start the compressor motor to where it won't have that huge inrush of amperage when it first fires up. So we're going to go ahead and install this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it on this. Now, of course, your installation may vary depending on your model, but this is going to apply if you've got a unit like this. This is a 3.5 ton unit, which per their website told me that I needed this ASY-368-X48-BLUE model. That I think handles maybe up to 5 tons, 3.5 to 5, I think. Confirm that with their website, but I'll put a link in the description to this one that I bought on Amazon, and I'll show you how to wire it here. So first thing I'm going to do is pull the back cover off, and I'm not going to pull the power yet because what I want to do is fire this thing up with the amp meter in peak. And what I want to do is I want to see what that initial inrush without this is of amperage. So I'll try to set you guys up over here if there's a way I can do it. I'll pull the cover off, we'll get this clipped on. I'll run the fan in the house on the furnace on continuous so that we don't have to worry about it freezing up or anything like that, because once this is installed you have to actually start and stop the air conditioner 5 times so that this can learn your compressor, and then it'll even reduce the startup amperage even more. So I'll probably go ahead and do that, giving it a little bit of a cool off in between. And but yeah, I definitely don't want to freeze anything up, so I'll have the fan running in the house. And this is the first time I fired this up, or will be firing this up this year. It should be fine. We've never had a problem with it, but if you guys remember the blizzard video, I mean, this thing was buried in, you know, 6 feet of snow. I've never covered it. Some people cover them. I've never covered it, never had a problem, so fingers crossed it fires up as normal, and then we'll go ahead and install this soft start kit, and we'll see what kind of a difference it makes. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so got the cover off. Now I did temporarily pull the disconnect just because I'm poking around in here with live 240. I really don't want to do that to show you guys and slip up and touch something. But first thing we're going to do is, I'm pretty sure that this red wire right here is our compressor run wire, and I got that from the wiring diagram, and that is the wire that we want to clamp our amp meter around to see exactly how much juice this thing pulls when it kicks on. Okay guys, so power's back on, get the disconnect back in. Okay, so all of this is hot, so you want to be careful in here. I'm going to take my amp meter, I'm going to set it to 400 because I know we're going to be above 40. Okay, I'm going to set it to AC mode, and I'm going to set it to peak because we want to read the peak amperage. So let's go ahead and clamp it over that compressor wire. We're going to be careful in here because this is hot now, remember. Okay, now the fan inside and the inside unit is running. I'm going to take out my phone here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and switch this into cool, which should kick on the compressor, and we can see what that inrush of amperage is. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this down here so you guys can see it, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this on. Carefully remove that and I'll show you what we're reading. 163.9 peak amps to power this thing up. That's a lot. I've always known it to be pretty heavy. So, wow. All right, let's shut it down and let's install this micro starter kit, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so first thing we're going to do again is pull the power from the disconnect. All right, just set this over here for now somewhere. We know that's out. Next thing we're going to do is just double check the capacitor. So we're going to make sure that these capacitors are drained. Most of them drain on their own, but what you do is go ahead and just take a screwdriver and just tap it to both sides here and make sure that that's drained off so that we don't get hurt. So all I'm doing, sorry, I'm not pointing the camera, I'm just tapping this here. Okay, power's out, no power, and we're just kind of tapping that to make sure that that's not gonna bite us. Okay, so now for this kit, it's a 4-wire kit here, and I'm going to explain to you exactly where these things go. I'll try to set the camera up here so you can watch me do this. Alright guys, so first thing we want to do is mount this. Now they recommend if you can get it inside the enclosure, then to do that. Otherwise it is you know, IP rated. It can go outside, so you could mount it anywhere in the house or on the unit itself somewhere, but I actually think mine is going to fit nicely. If I can get it in there like I had it, it'll fit nice and snugly right inside there like that. And so I'll go ahead and secure it with a couple of these number 10 self-tapping screws. Now they say you really only need 2 of them, and they recommend opposite corners, but looking in here I can see the coil around the inside here. I know there's nothing on the outside edge that I'm gonna hit. Back there I do see the fins, and I might be fine, but I'm not gonna risk puncturing a refrigerant line or anything. So I'm gonna get this right where I want it, and I'm just gonna secure it with these 2 outside screws, and then the cover should still cover that whole thing. I'll probably test it real quick just to make sure, but all right guys, so let's see. Let's get this in here. Will the cover stay on if we do this correctly? We're gonna hit down here, so I don't think that's gonna go the way we want it to. ground here. Nice right there. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and do that.
What?
Oh my, where'd you get that? White wire is going to go where the compressor run wire was. I'll show all you guys this for a minute. The orange is going to go, you know what, we'll do that first. It's going up to the herm. Just going to go right there. Herm wire. The white wire is going to go where the red was, which is the compressor run wire. So if you're not sure where that is, look at your wiring diagram. For me, it was on the inside of this door, and it showed that the compressor basically had red and a black going to it. The black is right here next to it, same side of the relay. So you leave that existing black that's there, you just double it up with this other one. So both of them on there. Okay, and then the brown and the red get connected together. Just zip tie everything up here, get nice and neat. Tight. Tight, 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 tight. Okay. Okay, now we can do the 5 test startups. Alright guys, so apparently the GoPro Hero 10 that I had out here shut off because it was too hot, which is a common problem with those things. I mean, I just had it clipped right here watching me, and apparently it shut itself off. So here is the final installation. Got it all installed in here. I was able to mount it right side up, so the whip comes out the bottom, the wires run back up here. So here on your relay, and if you're not sure which is which, check your wiring diagram. Mine is on the inside of the cover right there. But on my relay here, this terminal right here had this red compressor run wire on it. So I removed that, cut the terminal off the end of the red, and that gets crimped to the brown wire, okay, coming from the micro air. All right, then you take the white wire, crimp on a new terminal end there, which I can put a link down below to this set that I got. It's got the heat shrink tubing already attached right to the terminal, so it's really nice. Went ahead and attached that to where the red compressor run wire was. The black coming from the micro air gets tied right in with the black on the other side of the relay here. The orange comes up and attaches to the HERM terminal on the capacitor. So on your capacitor you should have one marked fan, one marked common or C, and one marked HERM. On mine, the HERM has an orange wire on it already. I just attached to one of the other terminals. And then my common is purple and red, and my fan is brown. Yours might be different. Again, check the wiring diagram. So this is all installed. It's fit in there nicely, and I should be able to get the cover on there, and it's right side up, and we'll be able to test it out here. So what I'm going to do is set the amp meter up. Again, I think there might be something wrong with this. Either I didn't zero it out, or I did something wrong, because 164 amps when this thing first started on, that doesn't seem right to me. That seems really high. So yeah, maybe we'll try 400 AC. Maybe I gotta zero it. Doesn't really yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's it. I have to hold it in to zero it off. So let's try that. Let's clamp it back over that red compressor run wire there, which is the same wire now going to the compressor. Let's go ahead and zero that out. Okay, we're going to put it on peak. See, which is weird that it's already, to me it's weird it's already showing 15 because there's no power to this. So we can zero it again. I don't think you can when it's in peak. Yeah, well, anyway, we'll take up my phone here. We'll go ahead and go into the ecobee, and so it's showing 72 in the house right now. Let's go in here to more. Let's go down to our settings. Let's put the fan on in the house for an hour. That'll just run the fan continuous, so when we're doing this. Alright, let's go ahead and hook the interlock back up here. Make sure we got everything tight. I already checked everything. Should be good to go here. Yeah, pretty confident with that. So let's go ahead and put this back in. On. Okay, we're still reading our peak. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Showing 73.9 though, which still seems high. I think that should only be about 30 something. So let's go into the app here, and with the app this thing is Bluetooth, so we can go ahead and connect to it. Okay, it's connected, and now we should be able to go to status and see, yeah, the last peak, this is showing 30.5 amps. So I'm gonna go with this instead of that. I don't know why that's reading 74 amps like that, but yeah, we're at 60 hertz. Live it's 11.4, 11 amps. Let's go ahead and compare that to this without the peak. Actually, if we go down to 40, because we should be less than 40, we'll go AC, and let's clamp it around there. Yeah, see, we're showing 11. That's what this is showing, 11.3. Yeah, I don't know why the peak is so much higher on this meter than it really is, but I don't trust it. I trust this. So yeah, anyway, I would say that's a success. I've already started it a bunch of times off camera. Again, the GoPro died, I didn't realize it, but this is like the 5th or 6th time. Actually, I think it tells me in there. Yeah, this is the 6th start. So it has already had time to learn my compressor and to lower it down. So yeah, I mean, I would call that a success. It was definitely a lot quieter than it originally than you guys heard when it originally started up. So yeah, and we'll see how it does. It's definitely more efficient. It should be more efficient power wise. Oh, by the way, I reattached that ground that I removed from over there. I sanded down the paint and the coating off there and got a really good contact and put in a self-tapper. I don't know what, again, I don't know what the GoPro showed and what it didn't, but this is my final setup. And it all looks good. Seems to be working. So anyway, yeah, stay tuned guys. Just a quick video here on this Micro Air EasyStart unit. Thought you guys might enjoy coming along here. Sorry for the lack of videos. You know, I know a lot of you joined the channel back during the winter with the driveway melting, but yeah, definitely I've got a whole nother project or list of videos coming up related to the solar and all of that, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll catch you next time. She is all buttoned up, guys, just to show you that the cover went back on all nice and neat. Fits perfectly in there, all out of the weather. yeah, everything's back to normal here.